Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm back with another message you to hear right now. Let's hop right into it and find out what your angels really want you to know. From the jump, I am hearing that your mission here is not just one-dimensional. I feel like a lot of you guys out there have so many talents, gifts, and skills that at times you may feel directionless because you're not sure where to invest your energy into. Or at times you may think you discovered who you are and what you came here to do. Then all of a sudden something happens that kind of directs your life onto a different path. Again, don't stress it. I feel like every single day you are living, helping people, being yourself, being a family member, being a friend, being a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is you guys have going on. Every day you're living your purpose. It doesn't always have to be this big grandiose thing. I feel like you guys sometimes underestimate your energy and how you could just impact people at such a high level, even if you're not going after or doing some kind of big dream at this moment in time. Again, I feel like a lot of you guys out there watching do have huge goals and dreams, or you are in the process of making that happen, or you already made that happen. But then at times you may not feel like you are feeling whatever you're doing anymore. Like you want to make a change and you might feel like really hard on yourself. But I feel again that as we go through the spiritual journey, you're going to evolve, you're going to change, you're going to turn into different versions of yourself in a healthy way. And I do feel that by people out there watching, this is a sign that you are going through some sort of huge transformation that's going to bring you onto a new path that has something to do with your purpose. So don't stress it. Sometimes you may not know where God is taking you, but you know you're going somewhere. So what I'm sensing is that, again, there could be some confusion in your energy. You may be stressed. Some of you guys out there may feel like you have no purpose at all, or you're not doing much of anything. But again, it is pretty difficult to be a very spiritual person sometimes. I feel like you guys don't give yourself enough credit because you do get drained really easily. You're highly empathetic. You feel other people's pain. And there are time periods where you may be down and out, and sometimes it's not even your energy, but you are always guided onto the path that you're meant to be on. So don't stress it, especially if you are making so many moves to remove yourself from the people and circumstances that are holding you back. And there's going to be time periods where you're just brought through waiting periods where divine intervention is going to bring in the right people and the right circumstances for you. I feel like a lot of you guys out there, you've already done a lot of the work. So you're going to be rewarded at the right time with the things that you are meant to be doing. So again, don't stress it too much. But what I was hearing is that your purpose is not just one thing that you could just say, oh, I'm here to do this. Like my people out there, I feel like you guys just have so many talents, gifts, and skills, and you don't want anyone putting you in a box. So don't put yourself in a box either. Because sometimes we kind of just feel like we have to identify ourselves in a certain way. Like even when I meet people and they ask me what I do for a living, it's kind of complicated because I don't just want to say, oh, I'm a tarot card reader, because that's not all that I am. And I feel a lot of you guys are kind of experiencing that right now. You are opening up yourself to all the possibilities of what you can be here, and you are making changes within yourself that's going to reflect upon your external world. And again, if you are already saying no, walking away from people, cord cutting, doing all the things you're meant to be doing, learning the lessons, like you're going to see a lot of great things coming in. I'm also feeling as well that I'm hearing rebuilding your life is going to get easier every single time. Because again, I do feel there's some sort of energy of you guys having to go through these deaths and rebirths, and not just to torture you. It's because you actually are just constantly evolving and changing, and your world's going to change around you, especially when you are heavily into self-development and doing the work, which my collective is. If you are new here, welcome. But I always say that, if you guys are here, you're definitely into just finding out the truth about yourself and being the best you can be. And that's going to put you on a different playing field than a lot of people. You guys are always trying to work on yourself and not look at the world around you as an excuse to not make the changes you need to make. And I feel, if anything, my people out there, you guys are always trying to improve yourself, that sometimes you don't realize that you are doing a great job, and it's okay to just chill at certain points, or just accept that you're an amazing person the way that you are. Because again, I always get this message for you guys, but you don't really understand how people view you. People really view you as this larger-than-life person that kind of has all the answers, that things always work out for you, and I know that could be a really hard place to be, and it makes sense if a lot of you guys out there already have jobs or careers where you are mentors, coaches, teachers, leaders of some kind. Sometimes it can be very exhausting always playing that role, and I feel sometimes some of you guys can wish you could take off that hat and do something different, and I feel that that's something that is going to be happening in your life. You're going to have an opportunity to showcase a different part of yourself, or that's what you're working on, or that's what you're setting up for yourself. But again, things take time. I feel like you guys are also trying to build something up, even if you don't even know it yet. That's what you're doing, alongside holding together everything else that you have going on, whether you are a parent or a sibling, or you run a business, or there's just certain things in your life where you can't just take off and go. You have to balance everything around you, plus the changes you're going through, plus the healing you're going through, plus helping people along the way, plus people tugging at your energy. It's not easy. So what I'm hearing is you're doing a great job, and don't let anybody put you in a box or tell you you cannot do whatever it is that you want to go out there and do. But honestly, I feel like you are a very capable person, and if anybody is the hardest on you, it's you. That's what I'm hearing. And shout out to my Virgo placements out there. I'm definitely hearing some Virgo placements being hard on themselves, earth signs as well. I see coming through there, especially with that like Queen of Pentacles energy kind of flashing in my mind. I'm seeing that like already you're naturally somebody that has it together. Even when I feel like my people out there, you guys struggle probably more just feeling unfulfilled than you do with like actually failing, if that makes sense. Like you may feel like a failure just because you're not at where you want to be at, or you're not feeling fulfilled, but in other people's eyes, you always go in there and do a really great job. And that's the thing that I feel like may be a source of some of this evil eye that you guys have experienced, because you can go into a certain job, naturally shine, naturally do a really good job. And again, it may not be natural for a lot of you. You could struggle at first, but you guys practice at home, or you do what you need to do to make sure you're doing a good job or performing at a decent level, because a lot of guys just can't stand to feel like you are not doing something positive around you. But there's going to be people out there who see that maybe even you're not, like they feel like you're not trying that hard to just do this really good job at what you're doing, is what I'm hearing. But again, my people out there, like I said, like you could really actually give it your 100%. I don't know why, but it just seems that my likers and my healers, like you just tick people off wherever you go. Well, I do know why. It's because you just naturally have this spotlight on you. So I'm seeing destiny here, which is funny because what I was already hearing today was a message about your mission, about your destiny. And throughout the course of me doing these readings, as some of you guys know, this is not my first YouTube channel. I've been on YouTube for quite some time now. You know, my first channel was Pick a Card, and you guys should check it out if you're interested, because I have a lot of great stuff over there. But what I've noticed, especially when I was doing personals in the past, a lot of you guys ask me like, Alice, what's my purpose? Why am I here? And sometimes I can't even answer that for myself. Like, I know I love helping people. I know I have these spiritual gifts. I know I can read cards, but I know that's not all of what I came here to do. And I know if tarot cards disappeared off the planet, I'd still be doing something within that energy, but just something different, something creative. And it's also like Pisces season while I'm doing this reading. Again, my readings are timeless. So whenever you get to this message is when you're meant to hear it. But what I do feel is that, Piscean energy is just about creating from like that spiritual realm, that like unseen realm. And I just feel you guys have that ability. So even if you're just feeling unsatisfied with what you have going on, it means that you can create something new, create a whole new life for yourself. I'm seeing Scorpio placements there as well. Some of you guys do have Pisces in your chart. Like my 10th house is Pisces, and I've seen like people talk about that, like the midheaven being in Pisces, and people being like, I don't get it. And somebody was explaining it, I think on TikTok or something. They were saying, oh, you're meant to kind of create from the unseen and just create something out of it. Like, what does that mean? But that's kind of what we do here, especially as like people who are content creators. We just take nothing and we make something out of it. And you guys have that magical ability. So that's going to create a lot of evil eye and envy, because a lot of people don't have that ability. And I know it could be very frustrating being like a highly creative person. I used to joke around when I was younger, like a lot of things I'm naturally good at weren't really useful for this modern world we live in, but that isn't really true. I just feel like we're conditioned to think that only certain skills are useful, but being creative and being spiritual and being naturally inclined towards creating from nothing is a beautiful thing, and that's a gift from God that you guys have. So again, if you created already some sort of reality for yourself, you can create anything else on this planet. I feel some of you guys think that you've already gotten lucky in certain areas, so you can't get lucky again, but that's not true at all. It's like you're blessed, because once you're going after doing things that you're called to do, you're going to be able to do more of that. So yeah, I'm feeling that, again, a lot of you guys are also just called to take breaks and rest. I always tell you guys too as well, there's just certain platforms that I have worked hard on, and then I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done with this. I burnt myself out from it. I'll take a break, and sometimes I'll come back, sometimes I won't. And that's kind of my freedom. And of course, there's going to be people out there, like people who comment, or sometimes message me on Instagram. By the way, you guys can follow me on there, Queen Alice Love. I do some inspirational posts on there from time to time, but I'll have people message me like, oh, can you upload on the Pick a Card channel? But literally for $1 a month, you can get on my Patreon. I still upload for my Patreon, but nowadays, like, that energy is like too much for me to tap into. Like, I just can't anymore. Like, it's just too hard for me, because I've kind of exhausted that energy. And the point I'm trying to say is that, like, just because somebody wants me to do it doesn't mean I'm going to do it, or that I can do it. And I feel that's a lot of you guys out there. You may feel like you're just not feeling it, or maybe you lost it. But in reality, it's just that you're evolving to a new purpose or a new version of yourself. And it may feel at times that you can't get that spark back, but in reality, you are going to get that spark in the direction you're meant to go into. We are not machines. We are not meant to be doing the same things over and over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. And I'd like to think that one of my purposes here is to showcase that we don't always have to be the same way all the time. We don't have to do the same thing. We don't have to be in a box. And I feel like a lot of you guys out there, that's also your purpose here, to show people that, you could just put something down and pick up another thing. It ain't that complicated. I feel a lot of people go off course because they are conditioned to think, oh, I went to school for this. I got to do this the rest of my life. Oh, this is what my family wants of me. I got to do that the rest of my life. Oh, I was supposed to marry this type of person. That's what I got to do. And those are all conditioning beliefs, and I do sense that some of you guys out there are really unconditioning yourself to go after things that you really truly desire. And a lot of who you are could be what you wanted to do in the past, but it may not be who you are anymore. We change and evolve every day of our lives. We shouldn't be staying the same. And again, the one thing I do want to say as well is that you have to go where you feel the most harmony, the most peace, the most energized. And if it's taking every inch of your body to get out of bed to go and do the things that used to be easy for you, it could be a sign that it's time to shift. It's time to make a change. So I'm seeing as well, on the flip side of things, you guys already built a lot, and I see you reaping the harvest of that too. So I don't see this energy of just, having to start over again. Like, there could have been bumps in the road, but I feel like you guys really stuck it through in some aspect. There's some kind of harvest that you guys will be collecting in one way or another, whether it is just practicing a talent or gift and skill in the dark, or it's some kind of thing you invested in and you're going to get a turnout on it, or you took time off to invest in certain relationships or networking. I feel like some of you guys pull back from one area of your life to invest in another area of your life, even if it's just rest or self-care or yourself or your looks or your appearance. You are investing in whatever you see, I'm hearing purposeful, but also profitable. So that's going to depend on, the line of work you guys are into as well, or what direction you're going into. But I see more harmony coming in. 27 could be significant. 43 could be significant. The number 8 could be significant. Those could be you could be born on one of those days, the 2nd, the 27th, the 7th, the 4th, the 3rd, the 8th, or those could be significant ages in your life where shifts start to happen. Some of you guys, Saturn return kind of starts with 27 to 30 age. So you guys could be between that, or you could be even in your 40s or something like that. I feel like wherever you're at, there's some kind of transition you're going through where you're going to have a new beginning and feeling youthful, feeling energized again. Because I hear some people out there asking themselves, am I just getting old? Is that why I'm tired and motivated? No, that's not it. You're just going through a transformation. But it's crazy how sometimes we may feel that way just because we're so exhausted from everything that has gone on in our lives. I feel like as well, you guys definitely have gained so much confidence within yourself and what you came here to do. So no stress. And I really feel like you guys are doing a really great job here. I do see a lot more prosperity in the direction you are heading into, even if right now you may feel like you're a little stagnant. And again, you never underestimate taking time out to heal. I'm also seeing number 3, number 32, number 29. That could be significant as well. Could be an age, could be, your birthday, stuff like that. I'm just seeing a lot of numbers today. You guys can be seeing a lot of angel number signs. Those OGs also know that I do have an angel number page on Instagram. I don't really post there as much, but you guys can check it out. It's Angel Number Guide. If you scroll down, I have interpreted a lot of the numbers there too. So, that could be helpful for some of you if you feel guided to that, because I feel a lot of you guys out there are seeing a lot of angel numbers and seeing a lot of signs, and you're just wondering, what does it mean? What's next for me? And I'm seeing some of you guys may be seeing 333 or 999, as well as 1111, and that's signifying that new things are coming, new people are coming, new experiences are coming, and you're not meant to be put in a box. Wow, it's just a crazy theme going on here. Because if you're on my Patreon, I was really talking about this too for my collective exclusive reading, and I was just talking about this in the last reading, the energy of people watching you is insane. You guys really are meant to be showcasing your talents, your gifts, your skills, your knowledge. People are very curious about you. And I know I have those people out there who are well, Alice, I did all my social media, so good luck to them. Well, you got people from your past jobs, from high school, from middle school, thinking about you, thinking about looking you up, trying to find you. People, and not even a stalkerish way. You have this energy where people are I'd love to see how so-and-so is doing. They were always really interesting or different, or they always kind of had something about them that made me want to pay attention. And you have that. You have something about you that makes people want to pay attention to you. I know sometimes some of you may be sus or just be okay, who sent this person to come watch me or whatever? But sometimes it really just is people thinking about you. You could date certain people or be in relationships with certain people or be friends with certain people or have certain jobs, and somebody, out of the woodwork kind of reconnects with you from one of those environments that you forgot about, and you're thinking, okay, what do you want? But it really is just that people are curious about you. You just really have that high vibrational energy that gets people talking, gets people wanting to know more. So that's kind of what I was talking about in the last reading. So if you guys saw that, then this is definitely a sign. But if you didn't, you guys should check it out, because again, the Page of Swords keeps coming up. It's really showing me that you're being watched, and not necessarily being interacted with, and you can kind of sense that. So that can also be a source of some uneasiness or drainage. I think that maybe you're also kind of transitioning to someone that may be more comfortable in the spotlight, more comfortable speaking your truth. I do see that people, like, one of the signs about what I'm saying right now, like one of the things that you're going to see to kind of validate this reading is that certain people that you may have forgotten about, no offense to them, are going to reach out to you. Or certain people you just barely know, and they're like, oh, I met you in this place, and you're like, huh? Like, again, you guys don't realize how much people think about you and are interested in you. And that's especially true for my people out there who are already out there living a unique life or creating something that is helpful or of service to people. And you'd be surprised how people are actually fans of the things you create. And I spoke about this too as well, that you guys may meet people and think that they're not supporting you because they're not commenting or liking, but they're still watching. And sometimes people do that not to be shady. They do it because they just don't want you to know that they're a big fan, especially if they are somebody you guys interacted with in person. Like, a lot of people just don't want to creep you guys out because you do have a sharp mind, you know, and like, again, there's a lot of people that just feel very intimidated by your energy. The Four of Swords there. So yeah, there's just something about you guys just like chilling right now, resting a lot. That's what's needed. There is some sort of communication coming through, again, with the Ace of Wands. So I feel, again, that things are going to be moving forward. I just see the energy of you guys really being focused on yourself, being in a stable energy here. And you guys just being in this very like self-protective kind of space is definitely attracting people that you don't expect back into your life and into your life as well. The Nine of Swords. Okay. Even people that you guys may have blocked or walked away from still can't help but to watch you. And I think that that's like, again, it is kind of stalkerish. It's not normal, but it's also a sense of like people just really missing your energy and missing like what you have going on. So yeah, I feel that you are destined for success and you're already at a level of success that fascinates people. Let's see what else we have going on here. This Nine of Swords. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys could really be feeling some anxiety lately or other people's energy. There's just a sense of you guys going through a transformation that people can pick up on. And what I'm hearing is this transformation has something to do with your destiny and going off and doing bigger and better things. And part of that, you guys can pat yourself on the back and just know that part of the reason why you're on to this next chapter is because of the work you're doing on yourself. You have made choices to release and let go and transform and transcend. And you could have stayed stuck in the same old, but again, that was not something that you guys want to do. You choose to walk away from certain things and people, and that's not always an easy thing. You always have the backlash energetically, or if people saying or not understanding or not agreeing with who you are, your lifestyle. But I'm hearing you're meant to be misunderstood, and we've talked about this in other videos. People are not meant to predict you or predict what your next move, because your purpose is bigger than you think, and it's also something that other people are fascinated with and want to know like what you're up to next. So you do have a reputation for being a really interesting, really fascinating person, someone that no matter how hard you guys try, you're just going to be interesting to a lot of people. People find you very interesting, people find you very fascinating. And I think it's just this 8th house energy too as well. It's like you guys have that ability to connect with people on such a deep, intimate level. You're just a very raw, real, creative person that your interactions with people are just so refreshing and so different than what people are used to, so they can't forget about it. And you may think that there's nothing significant about certain things or certain interactions that you guys have had with certain people, when in reality, they could be very life-changing, especially certain relationships where you think this person has kind of like ran off, but really like they're just super triggered by this transformative energy that you guys bring to the table. So there's definitely some energy here of somebody watching you. I'm going to get into it a little bit more because they want to come through. Again, we have a lot of, look, literally destiny came up twice. Like we can't make that up. Destiny. And what I was channeling in today was that your mission is complex. Your destiny is complex. And you guys do have this transformation that you're going through right now that you're going to be able to know your next move. And some of you could just be overthinking right now or feeling like you don't know what's next, but just know that your next move is happening, okay? Sagittarius could be significant too. Some of you guys have Sag in your chart. I was seeing some fire signs there as well. We got Mars there too. Yeah, I feel like maybe some of you guys did do a move or some sort of transition in your life, or you're in the midst of one. I'm also thinking as well that right now, you guys could have been going through some healing, maybe something to do with family too. Like there could have been a lot of things that has gone on in your life that kind of transformed you into this new version of yourself. And I do feel like you're going to be getting that pizzazz back is what I'm hearing. We got the 10th house there. And your reputation is somebody that is really mysterious. Like, that's honestly what I'm seeing here. You're mysterious, you're a go-getter, but at times you kind of disappear. And I'm hearing, like, I just want to know what you're doing. I want to know what you're up to. So again, we have an energy here of somebody that wants to know what you're doing. They want to know what you're up to. And on the flip side, they can be talking about you, which could bring other energies around them towards you. So if you are seeing some of that, maybe, I don't want to say it's sinister because I don't think anything bad, but the truth is that, like, again, people talk about you, people want to know what you have going on, people are interested in you, people don't forget you, so they go and try to look you up. And I think it's funny because, again, your reputation is that you're just somebody that people cannot put a finger on. And once people think they may have got you or they may have you down or understand you, you guys are kind of transforming and you're on to the next. And I think that's part of your purpose. Like, you may be doing something for a little bit and you're like, okay, time to make a change. And yeah, people have never seen anything like it. But again, that energy inspires other people to transform and shed skin and also make changes. So you guys can literally be doing some sort of work that promotes that type of healing. You know, again, I see a lot of my people out there, you may not have a traditional job that does that, but you just do that naturally. You encourage your friends to go after their dreams, go new places. Some of you guys just love to travel, you're free spirited, or some of you are always constantly doing inner work or healing, like things that, like talking about doing healing and doing the work or doing workbooks, like whatever you're doing, you're always constantly trying to transform. Or some of you guys are focusing in on a project that can heal and help others too as well. So it goes both ways, but I think that, you know, a lot of what happens externally is also what's happening internally. So if you guys are always focused on helping and healing others, maybe you kind of turned inward and started to focus also on helping and healing yourself. But I do feel that a lot of you just find purpose in meaning in your life, motivating people to be the best version of themselves. And that's what's also very addicting to be around you, because as much as people could be shady or messed up, especially we can lose people in life, as much as people cannot be on the same page, so on and so forth, there's just something about your energy that is very authentic and real. And it's like, you'll have experiences with people, they won't appreciate what you bring to the table, they may walk away, whatever, but they're going to end up in environments or situations with people that don't have their best good at heart. And eventually they're going to feel that. So they're going to miss being the energy in the midst of somebody that actually just wanted what was best for them, actually gave them raw, real advice. And this transcends not just with love relationships, but with a lot of different dynamics that you guys may fall into, whether you are a worker or a boss, whether you are a parent or a child, whether you are, you know, a husband or a wife, like whatever, right? Like, I feel like over time, even if these people never deserved you, you move on from them, they can't forget about you because you were just an authentic person. And again, people don't always get that again in their life. So there's just an energy, if you got your authenticity is missed in a lot of rooms. Like, that's what I'm hearing. Your authenticity is missed. Like, that's just something that constantly comes through with the collective, because I just sense that there could be time periods you guys are feeling really down and out and upset. Like, you gave relationships your true authentic self. You put your heart in it. You did your best for people, and they don't respect it. They don't see it. They go with something that is not anything of the sort. And sometimes that's people's lesson to learn. Like, you are a lot of people's lesson to learn. You do bring transformation in a lot of people's lives. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you're meant to kind of be this transformed energy. Again, some of you guys do have 8th house placements. It makes sense. Like, you're meant to come in there and teach people lessons with your energy. Trying to see, like, all right, what's going on here? Yeah, reputation. All right. There's definitely somebody here who I feel like you could be friends with, or you met through friends. I just feel like there's someone trying to search you guys up. That's kind of what I see. Like, someone is thinking about you guys that has met you through friends, and they try to search you guys up. And they may have found you or will find you, because there's just somebody here you guys have met. Again, I keep hearing that, and they want to, like, come towards you. And I think that you're in certain environments, people want to get to know you better, but they also respect you guys a lot because you're coming up as 9 of Pentacles. So I just feel, again, people are very curious about you. They want to find out what you have going on. And I just recently uploaded on my TikTok, like, for the first time in a while, Love is This Vision. You guys can follow me on there. But I was literally kind of channeling that energy. Like, you have the energy that gets people talking. Like, people want to know more about you. They want to know who you're dating, what you have going on. And I do feel like for a lot of you, maybe that next portion of your life does kind of, like, require you guys to show more of yourself. Like, I think you guys can actually monetize that. A lot of you will start sort of side project or will be recruited for something with the 10th house here. I'm seeing that. Like, you're meant to be seen and noticed, or meant to interact with more people, because I do feel like that could be beneficial for a lot of you. And I know a lot of you, again, kind of grew up black sheep, feeling weird, different, or strange, but you've grown into yourself and you've actually are meant to be someone who stands out. And often in the past, you guys took rejection as people don't want you around, but in reality, it's just more of how high vibrational different you are. But I feel like now you guys are coming into your own, and you know that like a lot of things that happen are just to guide you onto the right path. But again, like you guys would be surprised how much people want to befriend you, be around you, come towards you. I see somebody here that may have met you in passing, looking you up, and they're gonna like message you or want to hang out with you. And again, your reputation is somebody that I kind of get like this like loner vibe, but also someone very popular. Like if that makes sense, like you can integrate yourself in a lot of different groups and environments, but you often choose not to. Again, this could be a situation where you have walked away from a lot of people multiple times, but there are people that may have been involved with other people that you knew that do like what you're about. They want to come towards you, and you may also see that. Let's see. I feel like you guys also really worked on balancing your energy a lot. Like you're at a part of your life where you're just transforming into this like badass version of yourself. I see with the Queen of Swords there. There's just like a no BS energy here that people are really growing to respect. Like, I just feel like you guys can walk into a room, speak the truth, and walk right out. And some people be shocked, hurt, and offended, but there'll be a few people there and be like, damn, I'm picking up that person's putting down. Like, I felt that. Like, who is that person? Like, I want to know more about them. Like, I like the way they just got right to the chase. Like, I feel like that's just the way you guys move, very intuitively, with purpose, because you kind of feel like if it's not part of your purpose, why am I sticking around for it? If it's not fulfilling me, why am I sticking around for it? And that's what you're meant to be in right now. And I feel like that's the transformation you guys are going through. You may find yourself just completely unbothered by the things that you're saying or communicating in a very direct way, and you may find that people actually are respecting that. Maybe in the past, like you guys have felt like that had a bad reaction, but only had a bad reaction with the people that are not meant for you. So when you continue to be your most authentic self, you are going to attract the opportunities for you, the people towards you, the relationships that are for you, like so on and so forth. And I think that that's what you guys are getting comfortable doing, because again, it's not your fault, but it's society conditioning to make us feel like we got to act a certain way or talk a certain way or walk a certain way. Yes, a lot of you guys have worked on maybe your social skills or just kind of being able to adapt to certain environments, which is great. I think that that's amazing, but you can still be your authentic self through doing that. I think you guys managed to kind of balance all that. Yeah. I'm hearing that one song, like, I'll be over here. Like, you know that song where she's like at the party and like, she's like, oh, why am I even here? Like, you know, my friends invited me. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys may have had that type of vibe growing up, but you also learn that you should kind of learn to socialize and adapt a little bit so that you can attract people or new people or people that can appreciate your authenticity. So what I'm hearing is that you guys learned to kind of adapt to the superficiality around you, not to become it, but to also get where you need to be. Because unfortunately, when you're doing interviews or you're dating, like there's a level of having to put on a smile and being a little bit in a charismatic when you need to go, like a charismatic energy to get where you need to be. Like, I don't find that to be like fake. I just feel like a lot of you out there, you want to be your most authentic version of yourself, but sometimes life requires you to adapt. That's all I'm trying to say. And I think you guys have gotten really good at that. Yeah, some of you guys out there are making an effort to go out there and date. Like, you do have a lot of admirers. Obviously, if you're in a relationship, you still have a lot of admirers. So I just feel like you guys may have a reputation for being very loyal people as well. Let's see. I feel like there's just something faded that's going to be coming into your life. Destiny card came in twice. Like, today's reading was just a reminder that you are on the right path. You are doing the right thing. And the right people are going to be coming towards you. And it's because you just keep living your truth, cutting off what's not for you, speaking your mind, working on yourself, and you could feel a little stagnant or like tired, like things are not going the way you want them to. But I see that there's people that God is sending towards you for your next step in life. And I also feel that it won't pass you by, because that person's going to be constantly reminding of you, thinking of you in a positive way and coming towards you. And I think somebody here is coming towards you guys for some sort of spiritual reason. And yeah, I see with the Page of Wands there. And I just feel like you guys just have a lot more fans than you think. And again, when I see the Seven of Cups, I think about all these options that you guys have. And with the Death card there, I feel that one of the reasons why people find you very attractive is because you do have this ability to just transform. And also, I'm hearing face death. So some of you guys have been in situations where you have faced some dark things or been through losses, and people have seen you come back from that. And people are really admired by you. And what I'm hearing is that people are talking about you. If you are not some sort of life coach or healer or teacher or book writer, they want you to write a book or write about your experiences. People want to hear more about your life. Like, that's kind of the message I see coming through here. And that may have something to do with the transition that you guys are going through, to be seen more, to be noticed more, to speak your truth more, and tell your story in the way that you guys feel the best way, kind of presenting that. Because I know a lot of you guys out there, you're like, it's nobody's business, but I do feel that a lot of people can be inspired or be motivated by what you guys have to offer. So that's kind of what I'm picking up on. Like, there's some sort of change going on in your life where you're being called to speak your truth more, reach more people. If that just means making more friends and encouraging them, or if that means reaching out to some relatives you haven't seen in a while to check up on them and just kind of being a little bit more social. I feel like a lot of you in the past, you kind of allow people to come to you, which is good sometimes, when it comes to patience and divine timing, but it's not always great, because what happens is you guys are light workers and healers, and people can see your energy, and sometimes you attract a lot of narcissists, and you think, okay, yeah, this is what's coming towards me, when in reality, you guys have certain people in your heart and mind you think you can connect well with, and one person is too scared to reach out, I feel like a lot of you guys are working on your confidence to be able to connect with different types of people and not necessarily be overrun by those super dominant, maybe even slightly narcissistic, overconfident types of people that want to kind of take over your life. I feel like, again, working in an independent energy is where you guys are going to be the most successful. And I just feel because you guys are emotional, intelligent, and reserved, you're not always going to people's spaces and trying to befriend them. Again, you guys could have let a lot of people or situations or opportunities come to you. But I feel a shift going on here where you're becoming more of a go-getter and realizing, okay, if I want it, I got to build it. If I want to connect with this type of person, I got to go after that. If I have an idea, I got to pitch it. If I want to network, I got to go out there and get it. If I want to make friends, I got to join some groups. You get what I'm saying? Instead of just being well, this person was my friend since primary school, even though they aren't that great, I'm just going to stick with hanging out with them, right? I just think that that's kind of it. And also working on yourself, maybe your looks or your appearance, your self-love, to put yourself in environments where you can connect with all different types of people. Then you realize that there's a lot of people out there that are worth getting to know, and you just got to find those people that are like you. Because I feel like, again, a lot of you guys are not the most forward, right? Because you've learned to be respectful of other people's energies. And shout out to my extrovert people out there who are Raleigh like that. I love the hell out of you guys. Me, I'm naturally not like that. I have a Cancer rising. I could be very shy, but I'll push myself to go and do new things and to constantly grow and evolve, because I just don't ever want to be stuck in my comfort zone. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of it. So some of you guys successfully have transformed yourself into something different than what you were before. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be speaking on that or talking about that or sharing that knowledge with people. And that's something about what I'm hearing for that next step. Just kind of like marketing or... My bad, guys. My camera decided to stop recording. But the point of the message is that you guys definitely have this strength, this skill, this ability to adapt and change and grow. You've been through things in life that people would find very inspirational and that they'd want to know more about you. And I see a lot of you guys making a transition to monetize or showcase these gifts, these talents, these skills that you guys embody. But not only that, your story in one way or another. Another thing I do want to say too as well is there's an energy coming in here of somebody from your past that has realized that you gave them bomb ass advice. They decided to go left when you told them to go right, and they're coming back to tell you, listen, I should have listened to you, what's up. And that's just going to be confirmation time and time again that you guys know what you're talking about. And it's not that you want people to fail if they don't listen to your advice. If anything, you still hope for the best. But there's just certain situations where you guys not only have the gift of discernment, but you also have this ability to foresee the patterns of behaviors that are going to get people into some trouble. And I feel that you guys have successfully broke your own patterns and brought yourself onto a new level. And again, you're going through another transformation where you have released and let go, and now you're on some sort of new chapter. And not a lot of people can do that as easily as you guys can. I know some of you guys are like, this has not been an easy transition, but you're doing it, right? And I feel like there are time periods where it was like the tower had to take you guys out, but now you guys kind of know when there's smoke in the house and you got to get out of there, right? And I feel again that there's somebody here having a tower to realize that you're pretty wise. So yeah, someone's coming in to, they respect the heck out of you. And it's going to be people that sometimes don't want to admit it, that really actually look up to you guys. And again, you're going to see some sort of person that you guys had some sort of past or history with, let you know that they miss your strength, they miss your willpower, they miss everything that you guys are. So again, I want you guys just to know that you have a gift of being very strong, being somebody who can start from scratch, being someone that can transform not only your life, but the lives of others. So again, keep up the good work. And if you made it to the end, I want you guys to comment below. I am strong. I am capable of going after anything my heart desires. And I just want you guys to know that you do have multiple people from your past just can't help but to look you guys up because they missed that energy when they had it in their lives. Not all these people deserve a place in your life, but I do feel like there is somebody coming in because they want some sort of apology and they want to be back in your life, and it's up to you what you want to do there. But again, I think a lot of people just want to make peace with you because they realize that having you on their good side has only really benefited their life, and making an enemy out of you really only caused them problems. And I do feel like there, again, are some people that find success competing with you because you have this strength that people kind of find. You have this energy where people kind of want to get on your level, so they'll try to like compete with you. But a lot of people are going to come to realize that they should just stick to like being like your friend, you know? But I just see so much energy of people paying attention to you guys. But that's all I have for you guys today. Unfortunately, I was talking, and the camera wasn't recording. So I just had to sum it up for you guys that, you know, you were going through a transformation where people are noticing it. And I see that you're going to be showcasing more of yourself and going more towards your passion. And I think your passion is kind of just showing up and showing off your best qualities, including how well you've worked on yourself and how good some of you guys have been looking, because you have also invested time and energy in transforming yourself, especially for my people out there who are into health or fitness or in the beauty industry of some kind. You can help people on all different levels, but I feel like a lot of you guys help empower people to better their lives and realize that they're not just the circumstances that they're bought with. You guys are definitely a story with that type of message in one way or another. So I do hope you guys like that message, and I'll see you guys all next time. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe, okay? Follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love, for more. Okay, bye guys.